This is problem number 18 from chapter Mechanical Properties of Fluid from Maharashtra State Board book. Problem number 18. Calculate the rise of water inside a clean glass capillary tube of radius 0.1 mm. So I will correct here data. Radius of glass capillary is given to you 0.1 mm, means 10 raised to power minus 4 meter. It is immersed in water of surface tension. Surface tension of water is given to you T 7 into 10 raised to power minus 2 Newton per meter. The angle of contact between glass and water is 0. That means theta is given to you. Theta is 0. Angle of contact is 0. So cos theta means cos 0, it becomes 1 because we require the cosine value of angle of contact. Then density of water is given to you 1000 kg per meter cube and acceleration due to gravity g 9.8 meter per second square. It is as usual. So here we have to find out the rise of water inside the glass capillary. And so for that purpose, from theory we can use formula H is equal to 2t cos theta upon r root g. This formula is also called as ascent formula that we have derived in theory. So substitute all these values, very simple. 2 into t. T means 7 into 10 raised to power minus cos theta, it becomes 1. R, density of radius of glass capillary, 10 raised to power minus 4. Then rho, density of water. Density of water is given to you 10 raised to power 3 into g 9.8. So we can solve it. It becomes 14 into 10 raised to power minus 2. 9.8 into 10 raised to power minus 1. Minus 4 plus 3 minus 1. So minus 1, it becomes plus 1 when it goes in numerator. So 14 into 10 raised to power minus 1 divided by 9.8. That means it becomes 14 upon 98. And this division is 0.142 meter. So height of water column inside the glass capillary, it is 0.142 meter. This is problem number 19 from chapter Mechanical Properties of Fluid from Maharashtra State Board book. Problem number 19. And air bubble of radius 0.2 mm. Radius of air bubble is given to you. It is 0.2 mm. That means it becomes 2 into 10 raised to power minus 4 meter. Is situated just below the water surface. Calculate gauge pressure. Gauge pressure means the concept of gauge pressure. Gauge pressure is nothing but difference of excess pressure and atmospheric pressure, or we can say total pressure and atmospheric pressure. So P total minus P atmospheric pressure, this subtraction, it is called as gauge pressure. So this is excess pressure. That means we have to find out excess pressure inside air bubble which is just below the water surface. So the word air bubble may confuse you. Air bubble, when it is produced inside water, then it is called as liquid drop. It becomes liquid drop. Air bubble in liquid, it is called as liquid drop. So in short, we have to find out excess pressure of liquid drop, which is just below the water surface. The surface tension of water is given to you 7.2 into 10 raised to power minus 2 Newton per meter. So what is formula for excess pressure? Excess pressure of liquid drop. Remember, excess pressure of liquid drop. It is 2T upon R. T is 7.2 into 10 raised to power minus 2 and R is 2 into 10 raised to power minus 4. 2 cancel. 7.2 into 10 raised to power minus 4, it becomes plus 4. We get plus 4. That means answer is 720 Newton per meter square, or it is also Pascal. So in textbook, the answer is wrong. There is printing mistake. It is given 7200 Newton per meter square, but this is printing mistake. The correct answer is 720 Newton per meter square. This is problem number 20. Problem number 20 from chapter Mechanical Properties of Fluid, and the book is Maharashtra State Board book. Problem number 20. Read the problem. 27 droplets of water, each of radius 0.1 mm, coalesce into single drop. Means number of droplets are given to you. It is 27 droplets, and the radius of droplet, say the radius of droplet is smaller, I will denote the letter smaller for the radius of droplet, and capital R for the radius of drop. These are two situations here. Suppose these are number of droplets, and these droplets are combined to form big drop. So the radius of droplet smaller, it is given to you 0.1 mm, that is 10 raised to power minus 4 meter in SI. And the radius of this big drop, it is unknown for us, it is not given to you. So find the change in surface energy, that means DE, we have to find out. And the surface tension of water is given to you 0.072 Newton per meter. So look at the process. What happens here? The number of droplets combine to form single drop. So whenever number of droplets combine to form single drop, there will be decrease in surface area. So we know that surface tension T, it is nothing but work done per unit change in surface area. So work done dW is equal to T into dA. And remember, this work done, it is converted in the form of energy D. So work done gives us the amount of surface energy during this process. So I will write here D T into D. So what is dA? dA is change in surface area. So here what happens? Number of droplets combine to form big drop. So here surface area is 4 pi r square, and here the surface area is n times 4 pi small r square. N times 4 pi small r square. This is initial surface area, this is final surface area. So dA, that is change in surface area, it becomes final minus initial. So here final surface area is less and initial surface area is greater. Therefore this difference, it becomes negative. That means we can say that the surface energy is negative here, and it represents that energy will liberate in this process. If reverse of this happen, big drop split it into n number of droplets, dA, it will becomes positive. That means change in surface area, it becomes positive, and it indicates that energy is required. So remember these two steps. Here in first step, energy is liberated, and here energy is required. That is the main difference. So DE, T into DA. So for the sake of calculation, let us consider subtraction between bigger surface area minus less surface area. So bigger surface area is n times 4 pi r square and less surface area is final surface area 4 pi r square. We can take 4 pi common here. So T into 4 pi n small r square minus capital R square. So all terms are known to you, only one term is unknown, and that unknown term is R, radius of big drop. So radius of big drop we can find out by the condition of volume. Volume of big drop, it is 4 by 3 pi r cube. It will be exactly equal to volume of n droplets, means n times 4 by 3 pi small r cube. 4 by 3 pi cancel. R cube is equal to n times small r cube. N is 27. Small r is given to you 10 raised to power minus 4. Minus 4 cube means it becomes minus 12. So R becomes 3 into 10 raised to power minus 4 meters. Now all values are known to you in this equation to find out surface energy D. So substitute all values, what we get? DE is equal to T. T is given to 0.072. Then 4 pi, that is 12.56. N r square, N 27. Small r square means 27 into 10 raised to power minus 8 minus capital R square. Capital R square it becomes 9 into 10 raised to power minus 8. So DE it is 0.072, 12.56. Then 10 raised to power minus 18 common, 27 minus 9. 27 minus 9, it is 18. So on multiplying all these terms, we get 16,277.7 into 10 raised to power minus 8. So we can shift this decimal point here 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it becomes 10 raised to power minus 8. Here it is minus 11. 10 raised to power minus 8. So shift this decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 1.627 into 10 raised to power minus 7 meter. This is your answer. In textbook, there is printing mistake, and it is given that here power 10 raised to power minus 3 is given, but that is the printing mistake, or it may be wrong. The correct answer is 1.627 into 10 raised to power minus 7. This one is correct answer.